officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
He's confident.
Everybody seems to think I won the debate.
He's outspoken.
We can do a wall. We're going to have a big, fat, beautiful door right in the middle of the wall, and Mexico's going to pay for the wall.
Some say he's not presidential material.
I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you.
I think he's an ass.
डोनाल्ड ट्रंप पारां सदारती चूंडुनि में रूसी मुदाख़लत जूं तरदीदूं जेतोणीकि हिन वक़्त ताईं ईंदियूं पई रहियूं आहिनि, पर हाणे डोनाल्ड ट्रंप पारां ओचितो ई 100 डिग्री जो फेरो खाई इहो चयो वियो आहे त रूस अमेरिकी सदारती चूंड में मुदाख़लत कई आहे.
I think it's ridiculous. I think it's just another excuse. I don't believe it. I don't know why. And I think it's just, they talked about all sorts of things. Every week it's another excuse. Well, if you look at the story and you take a look at what they said, there's great confusion. Nobody really knows. He's much more than a business executive. I mean, he's a world-class player. And to me, a great advantage is he knows many of the players. And he knows them well. He does massive deals in Russia. He does massive deals for the company, not for himself, for the company. And hacking is very interesting. Once they hack, if you don't catch them in the act, you're not going to catch them. They have no idea if it's Russia or China or somebody. It could be somebody sitting in a bed someplace. I mean, they have no idea.
जॾहिं त हाणोकी कयल प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस खां अॻु डोनाल्ड ट्रंप रूस जी वकालत कंदे पे नज़र आयो. डोनाल्ड ट्रंप पंहिंजी न्यूज़ कॉन्फ्रेंस में इहा ॻाल्हि पिणु कई त जेकॾहिं सदर प्यूटन पारां हिलरी जी भेट में संदसि मदद कई वई आहे त हू हाणे हिलरी क्लिंटन जी भेट में वधीक सख़्तु अंदाज़ प्यूटन ख़िलाफ़ अख़्तियार कंदो. ट्रंप रूसी सदर खां पिणु सवालिया अंदाज़ में इहो बि पुछियो त छा मूंखां वधीक हिलरी क्लिंटन जो मौक़िफ़ सख़्तु हुजे हा, ऐं जेकॾहिं ईअं केरु सम्झे थो त उहा उन जी भुल आहे. अमेरिका जे नएं चूंडियल सदर डोनाल्ड ट्रंप इन ॻाल्हि जी पिणु तरदीद कई त हुन जा रूस सां के बि वापारी मुफ़ाद न आहिनि ऐं रूस में संदसि का बि रक़म फाथल बि न आहे. हैकिंग मामले मुतलिक़ पुछियल इन सवाल ते इन समूरे मामले जी इजाज़त प्यूटन पारां ॾिनी वई हुई, जंहिं ते डोनाल्ड ट्रंप जो चवणु हो त प्यूटन खे ईअं करणु न खपंदो हो. जेतोणीकि ट्रंप हिन वक़्तु रूस ख़िलाफ़ु हैकिंग मामले ते ॿुधणु सम्झणु ऐं क़बूलण जहिड़ो त थियो आहे, पर रूसी उहिदेदारनि पारां संदसि ख़िलाफ़ु मालूमात गॾु कई वई आहे ऐं हाणे हू खेसि परेशान कंदा. इन्हनि सवालनि ते न रुॻो डोनाल्ड ट्रंप पारां कावड़ जो इज़हार कयो वियो, पर अहिड़ियुनि ख़बरुनि ते ट्रंप पारां मज़मत जो बि इज़हार कयो वियो. हुन चयो त संदसि ख़्याल में ईअं चवणु शर्म जोॻो अमल आहे ऐं इहा हिकु कूड़ी ख़बर आहे. ऐं जेकॾहिं इहा ख़बर सची साबित थिए थी त पोइ इहो अमेरिका जी ॻुझनि एजेंसियुनि लाइ वॾो सुवालु हूंदो ऐं मथनि दाग़ हूंदो. डोनाल्ड ट्रंप इहा ॻाल्हि पिणु कई त थी सघे थो त अमरीकी ॻुझनि इदारनि पारां को अहिड़ो फाइल ठाहे ज़ाहिर कयो वियो हुजे, पर संदसि मुतलिक़ अहिड़ियूं ख़बरूं आम करणु सवाइ कूड़ खे फैलाइण जे ॿियो कुझु बि न आहे.
As far as hacking, I think it was Russia, but I think we also get hacked by other countries and other people. And I can say that, when we lost 22 million names and everything else that was hacked recently, they didn't make a big deal out of that. That was something that was extraordinary. That was probably China. We have much hacking going on. And one of the things we're going to do, we have some of the greatest computer minds anywhere in the world that we've assembled. You saw just a sample of it 2 weeks ago up here, where we had the 6 top people in the world. They were never in the same room together as a group. And we're going to put those minds together, and we're going to form a defense. And I have to say this also. The Democratic National Committee was totally open to be hacked. They did a very poor job. They could have had hacking defense, which we had. And I will give Reince Priebus credit, because when Reince saw what was happening in the world and with this country, he went out and went to various firms and ordered a very, very strong hacking defense. And they tried to hack the Republican National Committee, and they were unable to break through. We have to do that for our country. It's very important. I think, frankly, had they broken into the Republican National Committee, I think they would have released it, just like they did about Hillary and all of the horrible things that her people, like Mr. Podesta, said about her. I mean, what he said about her was horrible. If somebody said about me what Podesta said about Hillary, I was the boss, I would have fired him immediately, or that person. because what he said about her was horrible. But remember this, we talk about the hacking, and hacking's bad, and it shouldn't be done. But look at the things that were hacked. Look at what was learned from that hacking. That Hillary Clinton got the questions to the debate and didn't report it? That's a horrible thing. That's a horrible thing. Can you imagine that if Donald Trump got the questions to the debate, it would have been the biggest story in the history of stories. And they would have said, immediately you have to get out of the race. Nobody even talked about it. It's a very terrible thing. I consider that an asset, not a liability, because we have a horrible relationship with Russia. Russia can help us fight ISIS, which, by the way, is number one tricky. I mean, if you look, this administration created ISIS by leaving at the wrong time. The void was created, ISIS was formed. If Putin likes Donald Trump, guess what, folks? That's called an asset, not a liability. Now, I don't know that I'm going to get along with Vladimir Putin. I hope I do, but there's a good chance I won't. And if I don't, do you honestly believe that Hillary would be tougher on Putin than me? Does anybody in this room really believe that? Give me a break. When I leave our country, I'm a very high-profile person, would you say? I am extremely careful. I'm surrounded by bodyguards. I'm surrounded by people. And I always tell them, anywhere, but I always tell them, if I'm leaving this country, be very careful, because in your hotel rooms, and no matter where you go, you're going to probably have cameras. I'm not referring just to Russia, but I would certainly put them in that category. And number one, I hope you're going to be good anyway. But in those rooms, you have cameras in the strangest places. Cameras that are so small with modern technology, you can't see them and you won't know. You better be careful, or you'll be watching yourself on nightly television. I tell this to people all the time. I was in Russia years ago with the Miss Universe contest, which did very well. Moscow, the Moscow area, did very, very well. And I told many people, be careful, because you don't want to see yourself on television. Cameras all over the place. And again, not just Russia, all over. Does anyone really believe that story? I'm also very much of a germaphobe, by the way.
हिते इहो बि यादि रहे त अमरीकी सदारती चूंड में रूस जी मुदाख़लत बाबति ॿिनि सिफ़नि ते मुश्तमिल हिकु रिपोर्ट जोड़ी वई हुई, जेका सदर ओबामा ऐं नएं चूंडियल सदर डोनाल्ड ट्रंप हवाले कई वई हुई, जंहिंखां पोइ डोनाल्ड ट्रंप जे रवैये में तब्दीली नज़र आई। साॻे वक़्तु हिते इहो बि विसारणु न घुरिजे त नओं चूंडियल सदर डोनाल्ड ट्रंप मॉस्को सां राब्ता बहितर करण जो ख़्वाहिशमंद रहियो आहे, जॾहिं त अमरीकी इंटेलिजेंस इदारनि जी रिपोर्टनि खां पोइ ट्रंप मुसलसल तनक़ीद हेठि पई रहियो आहे। ऐं हिन वक़्तु जिथे डोनाल्ड ट्रंप रूसी सदर प्यूटन खां सवाल बि पुछणु शुरू कया आहिनि, त साॻे वक़्तु संदसि पारां इहो बि चयो पियो वञे त रूसी सदर पारां संदसि लाइ पसंदि जो इज़हार करणु अमेरिका लाइ बहितर ॻाल्हि आहे, छो त उहो अमेरिका जो असासो आहे।
He shouldn't be doing it. He won't be doing it. Russia will have much greater respect for our country when I'm leading it than when other people have led it. You will see that. Russia will respect our country more. He shouldn't have done it. I don't believe he'll be doing it more. Now, we have to work something out, but it's not just Russia. Take a look at what's happened. You don't report it the same way. 22 million accounts were hacked in this country by China. And that's because we have no defense. That's because we're run by people that don't know what they're doing. Russia will have far greater respect for our country when I'm leading it. And I believe, and I hope, maybe it won't happen, it's possible, but I won't be given a little reset button like Hillary. Here, press this piece of plastic. Guy looked at her like, what is she doing? There's no reset button. We're either going to get along or we're not. I hope we get along, but if we don't, that's possible too. But Russia and other countries, including China, which has taken total advantage of us economically, totally advantage of us in the South China Sea by building their massive fortress. Total. Russia, China, Japan, Mexico, all countries will respect us far more than they do under past administration.
इन वक़्तु जिथे डोनाल्ड ट्रंप पारां खुलियल न सही दबियल लफ़्ज़नि में रूस ते हैकिंग मामले पटांदड़ कुझु सुवालिया निशान ज़रूरु उभा कया आहिनि, पर संदसि पारां कयल प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस वक़्तु सहाफ़ियुनि पारां ट्रंप ख़िलाफ़ मुज़ाहिरो बि कयो वियो आहे जंहिंमें खेसि चयो वियो त अमेरिका जो वफ़ादार थी रूस जो न.
I have no dealings with Russia. I have no deals in Russia. I have no deals that could happen in Russia because we've stayed away. And I have no loans with Russia. As a real estate developer, I have very, very little debt. I have assets that are, and now people have found out how big the company is. I have very little debt, I have very low debt. But I have no loans with Russia at all. And I thought that was important to put in. I certified that. So I have no deals, I have no loans, and I have no dealings. We could make deals in Russia very easily if we wanted to. I just don't want to because I think that would be a conflict. So I have no loans, no dealings, and no current pending deals. Now I have to say one other thing.
जिते अमेरिका में जुड़ंदड़ हीअ नई सूरत हाल डोनाल्ड ट्रंप जी रूस सां वेझड़ाई रखण वारे प्रोग्राम में झोल पैदा कंदड़ नज़र अचे थी. उते सोचण जी ॻाल्हि इहा बि आहे त छा डोनाल्ड ट्रंप जंहिं चूंड मुहिम खां कामयाबी ताईं ऐं उन खां पोइ वारे वक़्त ताईं रूस जी हिमायत में पई ॻाल्हायो ऐं रूस खे पंहिंजे वेझो करण ते चाहियो, छा इहो ईंदड़ वक़्त में बि साबित क़दम रही सघंदो? इन सवाल जो बहितर जवाब त ईंदड़ वक़्तु ई ॾींदो. पर अमेरिका जो हाणोको मंज़रनामो डोनाल्ड ट्रंप ऐं प्यूटन में परे थियण जो हिकु गस ऐं ॾस ज़रूरु ॾिए थो.
He's not a politician.
Let him know what you think of Trump.
He has a style that people want now. They're tired of politically correct. They're tired of the BS.
Republican frontrunner Donald Trump is seeing his favorability soar.
Everybody loves me. Everybody loves me.
Whether he's seen as the second coming of Ronald Reagan
Make America great again.
Make America great again.
or just a pitchman building his brand,